Carmentary, Neil here. What's happening, everybody? It's been a little while since I recorded a Carmentary. Got to get back into it, get the jaw loosened up here a little bit. We are having an incredible warm spell in the middle of February in Hokkaido. Wowzer! I just got the news today. The first time in 55 years that it has been more than plus 10 degrees Celsius in the city of Sapporo. A new record! We're setting records! 55 years. So, well, it's nice to know though, 55 years ago, there was a plus 10 degree day or more in February. So, this is not the first time it's ever happened. Everybody can keep their pants on. Don't get too excited. And just relax. It's happened before. I'm sure it's going to happen again. It's an El Nino year. We were expecting this. But it was so good for so long. Well, not so long. It was from like Christmas time all the way until like a week ago. It was pretty epic. It was snowing. The storms, we had some really strong storms. We had some little surprise storms. We had all kinds of different things going on. But basically, the powder was beautiful. And I was just loving it. I was like, this is great. This is good. This is Hokkaido. It always comes through. The vibes were amazing. Emotions were high. And then, wow. Saw that weather report that said plus 8 degrees, plus 11 degrees. And it was a little bit of a shocker. So my snow reports in the morning have been a bit of a struggle as I try to find something positive to say. As you can see out the window, the entire city, although the roads now are nice and dry, at least on the main roads, the snowbanks on the sides are incredibly ugly, dirty, muddy piles. Wow. And we're losing at least 10 to 15 centimeters a day. Like, you know, in the city, that's not a bad thing. You kind of want the snow to melt and go away. Now, on some of the smaller side roads, and in the city of Sapporo, they had gotten a lot of snow in the last couple of weeks. And on the little side roads, there was a thick layer of maybe 30 centimeters of packed snow. And now that has all melted and turned into this like sandy, mushy, rutted nastiness. I went to pick up my daughter at she goes to an art school. It's on this little side street in the Maruyama area. And I drove in there and, just on kind of autopilot. I go there a lot. So I just turned in on the road and was like, is this the right road? Like, I didn't even recognize because it looked so different. And it was like a one-lane kind of rutted craziness. Anyway, be careful on the roads, everybody. That is the situation. Now, it looks like we're gonna flip-flop here. We got 2 days of maybe cold temperatures. Then we're gonna have another warm, rainy day, and then it's gonna get really cold again. So it looks like in about a week's time, and this is generally what I usually see in my 33 years here in Hokkaido. If we get these kind of long, sort of week and a half, 2 weeks of warm weather, it usually flips and then it gets cold and starts snowing again, and we have another couple weeks of, return to winter. So hopefully that is what is going to happen. Now, that gets our little weather report out of the way. I'd like to make an official announcement here. Let y'all know that I have a new rental property available for those who have an interest in visiting and staying in the Sapporo Jozanke Southern District. Last summer, we picked up a small, tiny house. I will call it a tiny house. It is basically this little box. Now that doesn't sound very appealing, but it's a really nice box. Picked up this house adjacent to our property, did a little customization on it, and it's a beautiful little unit. It's got a little loft set up. It holds up to 3 adults. If you have a family with maybe 2 smaller kids, that would be good too. Kitchen, shower, nice compact little room, very, very warm, well insulated. It's got a deck. It's a great little house for someone or a group who wants to stay and access Sapporo Kokusai, Rusutsu, Niseko, Kiroro, and the city of Sapporo. Jozanke, you know, that's why I moved there. It's a pretty darn good location. You get access to all the places I just mentioned within, at the most, Niseko is an hour and a half to go all the way to like Niseko Annupuri or Niseko Moiwa. Hirafu is going to be a little closer. Rusutsu is an hour's drive. Kokusai is 20 minutes away. It's absolutely fantastic. We are surrounded by hot springs. We have the legendary Hoheikyo hot spring and Indian curry restaurant. The best of the best, I will have to say. We have really good bakeries. We got cafes now. We've got a board. There's like a pro cafe and tune-up shop. 2 minutes walk. Man, I moved there 17 years ago, maybe now almost 18 years ago. And I tell you, the first 15 years, it was pretty quiet. There was not much going on. And now in the last 3 years, everything is just taken off. We got all these new cafes and shops. There's ice cream shops. There's new ones opening up soon. Restaurants, new hotels opening. Like, the town is on fire, man. What can I say? So it's a great place. You will need a car. Public transportation is not that great. You will need a car. Now, this rental property is not listed anywhere officially yet. We're sort of in a little bit of a pre-open stage right now. I just wanted to test it out, see how things work, see what people say when they stay there. And I had some friends come, snowboarders, visit and stay. They gave me some good feedback, and I'm feeling pretty confident now. And it's open. If you would like to come or you have a plan to come and visit, please come and check it out. Send me a DM on my Instagram or a comment here on the YouTube, and I will give you, you know, some contact details, and you can let me know when you're coming over. In the future, for next year, I'm really excited because this is going to be sort of the direction I want to head in the next few years. I enjoy hosting people. We did the Airbnb thing for 4 or 5 years. That was very interesting, but I want to sort of focus it more towards the ski and snowboard community in the winter times. Obviously, people who are, you know, on a normal tourism kind of trip, that I understand that and appreciate that. But this house is going to be reserved for the skiers and the snowboarders who want to come and enjoy the area. I can help out with advice. I can show people around. I also am planning to provide access to a really special high-end board collection from next season. My personal board collection, and I'm going to be adding to it now that this is started. I think it would be really cool if people could come somewhere, stay in a house, and have a selection of 10 great snowboards. Japanese snowboards, Genten, Field Earth, Moss, etc. Have access to that collection, fully tuned up, like, you know. Imagine if you could go somewhere, rent a house, and close by there's like a racetrack, and the house comes with like a Porsche and a Ferrari and a Maserati and, you know, whatever else, like a whole bunch of amazing cars. Yeah, that would be great. So that is kind of my image, you know. You come in, you have a house, and then when you get there, you find out you can drive these amazing machines and test them out. I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to be a great service, and it'll provide an opportunity and a place for people to, you know, really settle in, relax, enjoy the scenery, and try out some of these these boards and really decide, what is the right one for you, what works in what conditions. I recommend that you sign on for more than like 1 or 2 nights. Like, you need a few days to really test out the boards, start feeling things out, and know what you want to buy. So that is the announcement I wanted to make today, mainly for next year. But if anyone is still planning to come over to Hokkaido late February, March, even into April, spring boarding and skiing is still a lot of fun. I probably blew it by telling you how bad the conditions are. Now everybody's like, I think I'll cancel that trip. But no, don't do that quite yet. It's gonna come around, folks. I think it will. Last year, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Last year, March was terrible. It didn't snow at all in March. It was dry. It was a super dry spring. And we were like, it's over, man. That's it. And then in April, it flipped and it got cold again. And it was snowing. And we were getting powder days. And central Hokkaido, high elevation spots, very late season powder, like very late April powder days. So it happens. It definitely happens. There's a cool old Land Cruiser. Did you get a look at that? Okay, I think that's it. I wanted to talk about the house. So the house is coming online, pre-open. Please let me know if you have any interest and any other ideas. That is my idea, to provide the boards will come with the house. That's what I want to do. I'm also, for next season, planning to have a vehicle attached, not attached, but so you don't have to rent a van. I think it's tough now. Japan has a real shortage of rental cars apparently, and during the peak season, a lot of people were struggling to get rental vehicles. Also very expensive. So if you could have a house with a van and a bunch of snowboards to test. I mean, come on. That's like too good to be true. So let me know if there's anything else you think would be cool to do. All right, I'll wrap this one up. That was a nice 13-minute long commentary. Not too long, not too short. And I'll be posting this to YouTube and also to Substack. So remember, within about a year's time, everything is going to be moving in the Substack direction. I highly advise that you sign up for my Substack. I'm starting to do some newsletters and stories on Substack with content that I'm not publishing to YouTube. I've also been trying to post more stuff to Instagram recently, but it is very random. It is not timely. I do whatever the hell I want on Instagram. I just want to be free, man. I want to be free to do whatever I want to do, not have to, play by the rules of the algorithm. So I'm just doing my thing and having fun, but Instagram is neither here nor there. YouTube is a little more regular, as you can see. And as I said, everything will be moving in the direction of Substack. Maybe even the snow reports may find their way to Substack next year. Keep that in mind. Go to Substack, Neil Hartmann, search, I will come up. It's free. Just sign up. You can donate if you want, but for now, I'm putting everything out as free content for everybody. All right, drive safe.